Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It is Sunday and it is 6 p.m. And so I am here to discuss the Glow Get It Women in Business Summit with you and then also Real Glow Getters. So I want to start off by welcoming you. And my name is Pennix-Brown. I am the Executive Director of Real Glow Getters. We started actually a year ago, actually in March of last year. We didn't start taking in our first members until August. So right now we're kind of in a 1 year celebration. And in order to honor that, what we're doing is we are doing our second annual Glow Get It Women in Business Summit. Our first one was last year at Alamance Community College with their Small Business Center. This year, we decided to move it to Durham to the Durham Tech Small Business Center. And so we like to work in conjunction with established organizations who, of course, have space, but who also need the programming that we provide. And the whole purpose of Real Glow Getters is to help women start, stay, and slay in business. And we do that through our programming. We do that through webinars. We do that through live events. We do that through promoting the things that our members sell as far as if they're services or products. And so what we've been doing this year is in the month of March, we had our entire wonderful Women's History Month. And what we've done with that is we've opened up our membership. Now, one of the things about us opening up the membership is we wanted to make it accessible to women who don't have the ability, and sometimes they do, but really don't have the ability to be able to attend classes on the weekend. During the week, and maybe in the morning and the afternoon when a lot of people have classes. And so what we saw was a disconnect, and we wanted to be able to fill that gap, which is why we do a lot of our stuff on the weekends. Because if you are a mompreneur, if you are a side hustler, if you are still an employee and you're doing this as a entrepreneurial endeavor, we wanted to make things accessible for you. And so we don't just do programming here in Greensboro, North Carolina, where we're based, but we travel throughout the state to do this programming. And so it affords us the opportunity to be able to reach more women. And when we do most of the programming, it is free and open to the public. We do have some things that we do charge for as well, because we are a 501c3 nonprofit. And so just want to let you know that, just to get some of the things out, so that this way you would know exactly what the organization is about. Also, please feel free to check our page, because you're already on Facebook. If you're watching this video, make sure that you like our page. Please share it. You can even share this broadcast if you like. And then also, make sure that you watch our latest video, because on Thursday, we were happy to do some of the promotion for one of our members to let people know that she just won $10,000 with Bunker Labs, and also that she is a thriving small business. And so that's Deshawn Russell of Southern Elegance Candle Company. And all of our members are great, but one thing that we focus on is where you are at as an individual, because we do understand that some people need to start their businesses. Some people have been in business for a year or so, and then some people, are pretty much veterans at this, and they've been in business, but they still recognize that they need help with certain aspects. And so that's what we're here for. So I have my little list of things to make sure that we talk about. So as far as our membership, we've had some people ask questions about that, and our membership is 1 year long, 1 year from the time that you submit your application. And then we go ahead and we accept you. We talk over everybody that submits, because of the fact that we want to make sure that people are the right fit. When we go over looking at your social media, your website, if you have those things, and then just, sometimes your personal profile, we can kind of ascertain if we feel like you'll be a good fit for the organization. So one thing that we don't want is people that, and I'm just going to be honest with you, don't listen. We really want to get people who have an idea that they really just need to bring to market, or they need to grow, as opposed to somebody that's kind of all over the place. So as of now, none of our members are like multi-level marketing companies. All of them have their own original ideas or services or products that they provide. And so that works really well for us, because we can help you with those specific things that are more marketing, branding generated, trying to find out where your customer is. And so those are things that we're good at, as well as providing opportunities for other people to see your business. And so some people thought maybe it was a monthly membership, but no, it's $100 for the year. Now, is that going to change at some point in time? Yes, I'm sure that will change at some point in time. But for this year, 2019, we are still keeping the membership at $100, and it is good for one entire year. Now, we do not refund unless you're not accepted as a member, but you can go to our website, to realglowgetters.org, and feel free to check out everything on there. Now, next on my agenda is our summit. Our summit is Saturday, March 30th, and we have it listed from 9 to 4, but what we've done is that first 9 to 9:30-ish time frame is really for you to get there, register, and mix and mingle with other people. We have made this really unique in a lot of ways because we saw that the things that people wanted were mentorship driven. And so we've given specific time frames in there. We've even given in each one of those slots a time for you to reflect with your sisters. So this means, you know what? Maybe you learn so much in one session that you need an hour to just sit there and woosah and talk to some other people. Maybe in that time frame, you saw somebody across the room that you wanted to talk to, and you two can mix and mingle, or maybe one of the other presenters, can now sit down and talk with you for an hour. So we built in a lot of extras that are in this that you may not see at other conferences because we want people to have a unique experience. And I think that's a big difference. Now, part of that could be because our summit is free. But I think that it really is because quality is one of the things that we want to put forth. And we recognize that sometimes going from one session to one session to one session and learning so much is exciting for a lot of people. But sometimes it is overwhelming for other people. And so we've built in those times, but we've also built in things that we feel like people have asked for, and brought in people that maybe you hadn't heard from before. So this is going to be a very self-care, mental health reflective, do what you need to do for you conference. Now, with that, we've asked for people to volunteer. And so one of the things is we've already set out our schedules, and we like all of our volunteers to volunteer for 2 hours. That doesn't mean working the whole entire 2 hours, but it does mean that our sessions break up in between there. And so we'll want our volunteers to help within those sessions. So when our volunteers get there, depending on what their time is, they've already been sent out emails. But if anybody wants to volunteer in anywhere between now and Thursday, go ahead to the website, to realglowgetters.org, fill out the volunteer form, and then we'll contact you back. We just want our volunteers to make sure that they're there probably at least 15 minutes before their shift starts, so that this way it gives them the opportunity to familiarize, and the person that was before you can then explain what you need to do for your shift. We have people that are going to do registration, people that are going to do cleanup, people that are going to do social media throughout the event, runners throughout the event if we need you to do certain things. And we recognize that having a strong volunteer corps makes things go smoother. And so if you're still interested in volunteering, it's not paid, it's free. First of all, the whole event is free, but we would definitely appreciate it. And so if you're coming anyway, why not just throw in a little bit of volunteer time? And so with that, we'll give you everything that you need once you get there. Depending upon which room you're in, then we'll have the list of what needs to happen. We'll make sure all the registration forms are where they need to be. Volunteers are going to have lanyards that go around their necks so you know that they're volunteers and can be easily identified. They'll pass out any of the handouts that are necessary for any of our speakers. So it's not like it's a big major time consuming thing as far as the time that you'll actually spend when we talk about 2 hours, but that'll probably be a max of, like, if we're saying a 2-hour shift, you'll probably work a max of 30 minutes more than likely. And so we want to make sure that this way everybody has a great experience and that you get to be a part of the conference while you're attending as well. So with that, if you feel like volunteering, please fill out our volunteer form by this week, Thursday. We'll send you out any information that you need. And one of the biggest things for volunteers to know is that where the building is, if you park in the back of the building, then the parking should be free back there. There is street parking, and then there's a lot that's a little bit further up the street that you do have to pay for, but that's all contingent upon which time you get there. So if you get there early in the morning, you should be able to park in the back for free with no problem, or possibly on the street because it's going to be Saturday. So just want to kind of let you guys know that. And one thing that I suggest for volunteers, and so I just try to throw everything in one to make sure everybody's on the same page, wear comfortable shoes. You can be cute if you want to, but I promise you, those good floors that are concrete, yeah, they have an expiration on cute shoes. So I'm saying bring your flats or bring yourself something comfortable to do your volunteering in. And then when it's time to take pictures and get cute, then put on those good cute shoes, okay? Because I don't want anybody leaving with their feet hurting. The other thing is make sure that you wear layers because we can't control the temperature in the building. So if you have on something long sleeve and you don't have anything underneath it that you could take off, you might be too hot. If you are cold natured and you brought a shirt like I got on today, then you might get cold. So make sure that you always have layers. And then one other thing I would say for everybody is make sure that you bring your charger with you because you are going to want to be engaged on social media. So bring your charger. And then we'll have little power strips and things around the building so that this way it will give you the availability to be able to, of course, plug in. Now, if you've already registered, then you know this, but let me say this for everybody. We had a registration that was on Eventbrite, and with Eventbrite, that was to kind of gauge our numbers, but we have a separate registration for you to pick your individual sessions that you're going to go to. So if you go to Real Glow Getters, and then the page is GGWIBS, which is the acronym for Glow Get It Women in Business Summit. When you get to Real Glow Getters and you go there to that page, that is going to enable you to choose your individual sessions and register for each individual one. And that is an important factor because since we are sponsoring with Durham Tech, they need people to register for each individual class that they're going to take. Now, that's also advantageous to you because then this way you can already kind of make up in your mind which sessions you want to attend. And in this way you'll have your itinerary. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't change the day of, but more than likely when you look at the itinerary, you kind of know what you want to go to. And then this way you can build your own schedule. So please register for each individual session so that this way your itinerary is already there. When you register on Durham Tech for each individual session that you attend, it will make your registration process a whole lot more seamless because all you'll need to do is sign your name in. Now, knowing that and just knowing how people are and knowing that even if we do this video and even if we send a million emails, somebody is still not going to do that. We will have one registration for people that were on Eventbrite only, one for people that registered with Durham Tech, and then we'll have a separate one that's for people that are just walk-ins because we can, I guess, I'm not sure because we have a lot of people registered, but we should be able to accommodate some walk-ins. So please go ahead and do that. And if you go again to realglowgetters.org and you go to the page that's GGWIBS, the whole itinerary is there with each individual class that you want to register for the day. Now, the other good thing about that is, what if you can only be there for the morning because you have an afternoon obligation? Then maybe you just register anywhere between 9 and 12, and then you're good to go. If you say, well, look, I can't make it until the afternoon, so I can only come after lunch from like 1 to 4. Either way, you just register for the workshops that you want to attend, all right? And again, make sure you bring what? Some comfortable shoes. Make sure you bring layers just so that this way you can be comfortable, and make sure that you bring your charger so that this way you can plug in and stay connected to social media all day, which transitions me into social media. Our hashtag for the day is hashtag GlowGetIt. Okay, GlowGetit, and hashtag GGWIBS, which is Glow Get It Women in Business Summit. So use those hashtags because we've already started accumulating some things, and we have some special stuff that you'll be able to see once you get to the actual event of how we're incorporating social media into this. And hopefully we'll be able to keep people more connected by everybody using the hashtag. So if you want to start by letting people know that you're coming now, if you want to start by, just promoting the fact that this is going to be a great event, you can promote like the sessions that you're interested in attending. And you can also go into the event. Hey, sorry, I think it may have paused, guys. But you can also promote by going into the event itself on Facebook. And in that event that you're doing on Facebook, then what you can do is you can start to ask questions because there may be some questions that you have. And we did have people sending questions already, which is how we kind of formulated the sessions that we're doing. But if you have questions, then hopefully we'll be able to answer them. And mind you, with this being a conference, and even though it's all day long, we are still not going to be able to answer every question that everybody has. However, we will do some things to try to accommodate as many questions as possible. And we do want you to think about, what is really going to enhance your business going forward. So start thinking about that now, thinking about the tools, thinking about the type of people that you want to meet. And hopefully we'll be able to connect you to some of those movers and shakers in the room. Now, our last thing is make sure that you follow us, right? Because if you're following on Instagram, that doesn't mean you're following on Twitter or you're following on Facebook. Please follow our pages and please share them with other people because that is the way that people know about our organization. We're not here to try to be the largest nonprofit in North Carolina. We're not even here to try to be the largest women-based nonprofit in North Carolina, but we're here to try to be the best organization that we can be for our members in the state of North Carolina. I assume at some point in time we'll be like, oh my God, we're ready to grow outside of North Carolina. But one thing that I know is that when you focus on one thing, you can make magical, amazing results. And so that's why we want to focus on our members, and then hopefully people that will become members as well. So spread the word, because the word is good about Real Glow Getters. Now let me see if anybody asked anything. Oh, okay. So Alana said that the introverts appreciate the breaks. And yes, we do recognize that there are a lot of introverts that come to conferences, and a lot of times they don't necessarily feel as comfortable. And so we definitely want to make that a priority. Marvis is there, and Marvis, I'm telling you, she is a wonderful, just amazing person as far as energy. So I'm sure she'll definitely be there. And we'll also introduce our new members. And Marvis is one of those new members. So for everybody that is coming out, we want you to have a great experience. Please feel free, if you know that you're coming, to share this video. And please feel free to go inside of the event and let us know any questions that you have in advance. And if nothing else, be beautiful, because you know we're going to have a photographer on deck. You know we're going to be recording this. We're going to have some live podcast recording there that day as well. And it is your opportunity to let people know about the greatness that is your business. The potential that you have to make connections is immense if you take the time to do it. And so there will be some things, I promise you, that you'll just be like, wow, y'all really thought about that. Like, I want every woman that comes to feel special. And so that's why we're putting a lot of emphasis into this. This is not your bells and whistles, it's a whole bunch of craziness going on kind of conference. It's just not, right? This is going to be good quality and connections. And like I said, really focused on mental health and making sure that you are successful in your business with whatever your endeavor is. So hope you've enjoyed this little training this evening, and, just see you Saturday. If you're not coming for any reason, because I did have one person send something out and said that she can't make it, please go back to Eventbrite and just click the thing to unregister for your ticket so that you can make it available for another lady who may be able to attend. And this is also a great event to bring your friend that's been thinking about starting a business. It's a great event to bring the person that is kind of going to help you with your business, but maybe they're not 100% all the way in. And this is also a great event to bring the person that is 1,000% in and wants to know how they can help you better. So if you're going to bring your business bestie, or, whatever you want to call it, then you guys should probably attend different sessions so that this way then you can converge later on and really discuss what you guys learned collectively. And then this way that'll be even more impactful for you. Okay. Now we do encourage people to record small parts of it, share it online, take pictures, all of that. So we want to see your content, which is why you using social media and using the hashtags is an important factor. All right. So that is everything that I have for you this evening. I hope that you continue to show up and show out, and make sure that you always give it to the people. This is Chisa Pennix-Brown with Real Glow Getters.